Why smart people stay silent, and the loudest rule.
Why do smart people stay silent? Why, while the loudest stand on stages, shout slogans, and promise certainties, do the thoughtful often sit at the edge, or leave altogether?
This question is old. Philosophy has asked it again and again. It's a paradox. Those with the most to say often say the least. Those who know the least speak the loudest. And those who think hesitate. Maybe the answer is hidden in the word itself. To think is to hesitate. To hesitate is to weigh, to question, to feel unsure. And someone who is unsure rarely becomes the leader of a crowd craving certainty. Friedrich Nietzsche knew this. He saw the wise as wanderers. The hermit, he writes, flees because he can't stand the echo of the crowd. For Nietzsche, the thinker is a lone walker, someone who won't stay with the herd because he doesn't believe in easy truths.
But why? Why do those who understand the most often leave voluntarily? Why do they step away from the marketplace? Why do they retreat to their rooms, their books, their thoughts?
Hannah Arendt offers us a clue. For her, thinking is a form of resistance, but also a danger. Because thinking makes things uncomfortable. It raises questions. Questions are dynamite for any order built on simple answers. Arendt saw how thinkers were quickly turned into enemies. Totalitarian systems fear thought, so they destroy it first, or they mock it, or they buy it off. And the wise feel this, so they stay quiet, or they flee. Simone Weil, the radical philosopher, wrote, "Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity." But attention is exhausting, not just for the listener, but for the one who gives it. The wise person quickly realizes most people don't want real attention. They want peace, confirmation, simplicity. Albert Camus saw the intellectual as the one who says no. But this no is quiet. It's not a battle cry. It's an inner decision. Don't join in. Don't cheer. Don't chant. Karl Popper warned, the open society needs thinkers, but it doesn't protect them well. Because an open society is loud, and noise drowns out quiet voices. The wise voice says maybe. The loud voice says, this is how it is. Maybe always loses to this is how it is.
Ortega y Gasset wrote about the revolt of the masses. He saw mediocrity becoming proud of itself. It celebrates itself, and the thinker becomes a nuisance, a reminder that the crowd could be wrong, so he's pushed aside. The wise feel this, so they withdraw into libraries, cafes, seminars. There they talk to other wise people, and the world outside stays the same. Machiavelli knew power loves clarity, not doubt. A ruler can't hesitate, he must act. The wise hesitate. Those who hesitate lose.
But is silence only retreat? Or is it self-protection?
Peter Sloterdijk calls cynicism a shield for intellectuals. They know they can't change much, so they retreat into wordplay, irony, essays. Sloterdijk writes, "The cynic has seen utopias fail and smiles bitterly."
The silence of the wise is also disappointment. Disappointment that their words change little or get twisted.
How many thinkers saw their ideas stolen? Nietzsche dreamed of the free spirit. The Nazis turned it into the Übermensch. Marx wanted freedom. The Stalinists built terror. Freud wanted to light up the unconscious. Advertising turned it into a weapon for selling. No wonder the wise become careful. Words are dangerous. They live on and sometimes turn against their creator. So they stay silent, or they speak so complexly that few can understand. That too is protection. Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, leave them alone. But this silence has a price. When the wise are gone, the field is open for the loud, the bold, the ones who shout slogans. Those who stay silent agree, not always willingly, but in practice. Adorno wrote, "There is no right life in the wrong one, but maybe there is no right silence in the wrong one either." Hannah Arendt saw hope in pluralism. When many voices speak, no single one can drown out the rest. But that only works if voices speak, even the quieter ones. That's why Camus said, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy." The thinker knows he won't save the world, but he rolls the stone again and again. Not because he believes he'll win, but because he refuses to stay silent. Sloterdijk calls this cynical courage. The courage to laugh when others march. The courage to object when everyone nods. Why do smart people stay silent? Because they know what their words can trigger. Because they know how dangerous thinking is and how useless.
But is it really useless?
Every revolution began with a sentence. Every liberation began with a question.
The question, why?
The silence of the wise is dangerous, not just for them, but for everyone.
Because when they stay silent, others shout louder, and the loudest decides what gets said.
The wise don't have to be the majority, just audible, just stubborn, just unwilling to bow.
Even a quiet voice can roar if it doesn't stop.
Machiavelli might say, "Power never belongs to the wise, but the wise can decide not to give it away for free." Maybe the real question is not, why do smart people stay silent, but how much longer? We live in an age that celebrates knowledge, yet drowns it in noise. We have all the information, yet we love slogans more. But it doesn't have to stay this way. Maybe it's time for the wise to speak again. Not to win, but to disturb. Because disturbance is the seed of change. And the thinker knows the world won't change by itself, and certainly not if you stay silent.
Thank you for being here. I heard something. I have to leave quickly. See you.